Leviticus 11:44 says, "For I am the Lord your God. You shall therefore consecrate yourselves, and you shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall you defile yourselves with any creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So how do you think we should be living holy lives? What does it mean for us to consecrate ourselves, like the verse says?
Well, just for anybody who's like, oh, that's Old Testament, the same thing could be said about Matthew 5:48. It says for us to be perfect, even as I am perfect. So we see this, that God's continued with that command for us to be holy like he is holy. And I think that he's not going to ask us to do something we can't. So we have to look at, what are the things that I can do in Christ? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I just think it goes right back to, we have to shape our life and our actions and the things that we're even allowing to come out of our mouth based off of, God, you're worthy. You're worthy of my time, my talents, my treasures. You're worthy of me spending more time to get to know you than me spending time in front of a TV, or me being careful about what I'm listening to versus just being whatever, Selah, Selah, right? You know, we could be where you're almost like, passive, you know, like an attitude of passivity where you're just like, yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Who cares what I'm listening to? Or I like the beat. Like, that's what, you know, I just remember growing up, we had very limited things that we were allowed to listen to as kids. And my parents were trying to protect us from these very things that we're talking about today, about music and what you're listening to. But we kept on saying things like, well, we just like the beat. And, well, we just like the harmony. We just like the music, you know. Don't be so serious. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And when you get into that, you're literally, in my opinion, you're literally saying God's not that big of a deal.